laser lenses color, and then all these lenses come up with the different colors. And it shows me the lenses where I can buy the lenses
Right,
from
but
eBay or wherever.
right, but does it say that they are cut laser lenses that are cut by lasers, or does it say that they are the lasers to be inserted in a manufactured laser beam assembly? Do they say that? Or have you just gone laser beam? You've just typed 3 words into Google, and from that, you've derived that lasers work in a different way to the way that you've just read out in some information about lasers. So the whole article about lasers, that's wrong because you did a 3-word search in Google. Does that seem like a good basis for the claim that you're making?
All I'm doing is proving a point. Okay,
You aren't though, are you? You aren't. You're proving how stupid you are. You're proving that the thing you read out, you're now saying is wrong because of a 3-word Google search. Why would you do that? That's not sensible, is it?
Well, no, I know that
Right.
you can't. I know
Okay.
that there's no
Do the Google search again for the laser lenses, and link us to the top thing, and let's see what you fucked up with, shall we? Let's see what you've got wrong, you dumbass.
So, Jim, while he's actually looking that up, quick thing about this thing David's found, I did the reverse image search. These are lenses that you put on those DJ kits, which are just LED lights.
Right.
It's just a which is literally just a regular light that you can focus down into a slightly more concentrated beam of light. It's not actually a laser.
It's also on our Russian website. I posted the link for the Russian website, which has the actual image that he was stealing.
There you go, David. You see, that's why it doesn't work, doesn't it? Because you haven't bothered to read anything that you did. You just put coloured laser lenses, got a picture, and that will do. Oh, lasers work in a different way to the thing I've said now because I've looked at this picture. You fucking idiot. Really, you idiot.
No, it's that you're everybody
yes,
in this
idiot. Say to yourself, I am an idiot. That was idiotic of me.
You're telling me that a laser is a color gun that shoots out colored light. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. That was what the thing you read. That was what the thing that was what the thing you read said as well, wasn't it? You were hoping it was going to. At that point, your objection was it was not electromagnetic, and about the second line, it said it was electromagnetic. So now you've had to make up this other shit, haven't you? And your basis for this made-up shit that you're asking 40 people to say, yes, that's true, David. Your basis for that is a picture. You fucking idiot.
Oh my God, David thinks
tell us how you shoot out a color then.
You read it out.
What are you talking about? How can you shoot a color out without a lens that's that color?
Wait a minute. You think that putting a red lens on a flashlight makes it into a red laser?
No, what do you think?
He thinks a red laser is a red laser because of a red lens. And even though he's read a thing out that said and stated categorically there cannot be a white laser, apparently a laser is because of a red lens or a green lens or whatever. I mean, go ahead, Matt, have at it, because I've had enough.
Dave, white light is just a combination of all the different colors, all the different wavelengths. No,
it's not. You're a liar. You're a liar.
I'll tell you what. Take white light, shine it through a prism, and see what you get.
No.
It's been done before.
Said exactly that. The thing he read out said exactly that. And before he read that out, he didn't know anything at all about lasers and how they worked. Now he's read that out that said exactly what you said. He's now saying that what you said, and consequently what that said, is wrong. As a person who knew nothing about this, he knows that the first thing he read about it was wrong. I mean, this isn't right, David, is it? This isn't. You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
After you shine the white light through the prism and get multicolored lights, take a red laser and shine it through the prism and see what happens.
All right, so what we're going to do is I've got the diagrams right here of how a laser works. You want to look at them?
No,
You want to look at it? You want to
No,
look at
because
how
you made
a
us
laser-
listen.
how a
No,
laser-
no, because you made us listen to you read out that long thing about how a laser works. So we already know about how a laser works, and so do you. And if you're saying that that thing's wrong, then you are wrong, because before you read that thing is all you know about lasers. That's it. And you're saying that the only thing that you've learned about lasers, you know, as a person who knew nothing about lasers before you read it, you now know that the thing you read was wrong. How can that be true, David? It can't be, can it? That cannot be true, can it?
All I got to do is look at a diagram, just like a motor.
No, you
and I can
haven't.
tell you
No. You need to explain how it is that you've come by this knowledge, this new knowledge about how laser works, which contradicts the thing that you had to look up to find out how a laser works. How have you got that knowledge?
Well, there it is in the chat. It shows you right there.
Oh, yeah. Where's the coloured lens in that? Oh, there isn't one, is there, you fucking idiot? So you're wrong. So that's
All right,
another
yeah,
thing
so
that shows. So the thing you read that shows you you're wrong, the thing you
All right.
posted shows you you're wrong. Is there any reason at all why we should think that your made up nonsense is right? For any reason at all?
Well,
No.
Well, no, I'm looking here. We're gonna find out here real quick. It's because of the color.
We
of the
already
lens.
found
We all
out
know
real
that.
We don't
quick
have to find
with the
out.
thing that you read. We already found out.
It's been found out.
How was a laser putting out a color then?
Because it puts out it produces light in a single wavelength, a specific wavelength, like the thing
Okay,
you
well,
read out.
Well, no, I'm looking right here. I'm trying to.
I don't
picture
get
of
how
the
you
laser.
can read something out and then not have heard the thing that you read out. How does that happen?
All right, let's look here. Then we'll just start over
He
again.
doesn't
I don't know
believe
why
in
you get
wavelengths.
so wound up.
Because
He doesn't. He
literally
doesn't believe in
read it.
wavelengths.
I've told you, David, because you were a person who didn't know anything about lasers. Then you looked something up so that you did know something about lasers. You read the thing out that you'd looked up to find out about lasers. And then at the end of it, you said something that completely contradicted what you'd just read out. And then all of a sudden, you knew about lasers. At the beginning, you didn't.
No.
At the beginning, you didn't. You added to your knowledge with something. And then at the end of adding to your knowledge, you said, the thing I've just added to my knowledge with from my starting point of nothing is incorrect. Now I've got some other knowledge of this that I didn't have 5 minutes ago. I didn't have this knowledge 5 minutes ago. I haven't read anything to get this knowledge. But now, 5 minutes later, suddenly I have this contradictory knowledge. That's what makes me angry, David, because you know that that's a lie. You know that the only way that that can have happened is if you just made it up.
I asked everybody in this room if they could answer my question. Nobody answered.
No,
Nobody
address
knew the
what? We
answer.
don't need to go back to the beginning. Explain to me how you could have come by this new and contradictory knowledge in any way other than making it up. How did you get this knowledge?
It tells me that there's a pump source that comes from the medium, which is done by helium neon laser, uses an electric charge with helium neon gas mixture. Okay, so we've got xenon, flash lamp, and diode lasers. Okay, so we've got three different kinds. Okay, a diode laser is because of the color of the glass on the diode, right?
No,
Wrong.
Just wrong.
It's the frequency of the light waves coming out of the diode.
A diode isn't a piece of glass anyway. A light emitting diode is, but a diode normally it's part of a circuit that only allows electricity to travel in one direction. It's like a valve.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat, and then we can go through it. And I guarantee you that you will not have an electricity, a magnetic field without some type of thing making the color.
The problem is, though, David,
you have to have something make the color, right?
The problem is, though, David, you're lying. You've made this
you have
up.
To have something,
No. We heard you make it up. We know that you made it up. I'll tell you again. we know that your starting point was zero knowledge. Then you read a thing out that gave you, listen. So you had a starting point of zero knowledge, then you read a thing out that gave you some knowledge. At the end of reading that thing out, you said something that contradicted the thing that you just read out. So you had no knowledge to start with, you read something out that added to your knowledge, and then at the end of it, apparently from somewhere, you magically had some new knowledge that contradicted the thing that you just read out. Now, I say the only way you can have had that new knowledge in the time given is if you just made it up on the spur of the moment. And I think you just made it up on the spur of the moment. So I wonder why when there's 40 adults here who could have a conversation about something real, and instead you're forcing us to have a conversation about something that you've just made up.
You're the one upset about it. I don't know what you're upset about.
I've told you because you made it up. You lied to us right in front of us, and now you want us to entertain your lie. That's why I'm upset.
Talking about we've got the
I've told you what I'm talking about. You didn't have the knowledge, you read a thing out, and then at the end of it you contradicted it. So how were you able to contradict it if your starting point was no knowledge? That's the thing. The only way you could do that is if you just made it up, and you just made it up. And now you want us to pretend that the thing you've made up is true. It's not. You made it up. You know you made it up. You know that I know that you made it up. So stop pretending that it's true.